What on guys, here. Welcome to work properly, please. What is this? Anyway. What on guys, here, and welcome to a new video on PC Building Simulator. Now, again, I do apologize if my audio is a little bit clunky. I still haven't found my USB thing because I'm recording this straight after the last PC Building Simulator video, and I'm still using my old headset. So that is the reason why audio is a little bit like clunky, if that makes sense. So what we're going to be doing today, as promised last episode, we are going to be making a full-on AMD build. Now, I've had a little sneak peek into the little parts that we're going to be using, like the Threadrippers and whatever else, just to see which one is the best one that we can find, just so I'm not wasting too much time when it comes to actually building it myself. So I'm not just constantly searching. You don't have to be searching through the parts just to find out which was the best one and which one isn't so good and whatever else. And I tell you what, we are in for a treat. AMD Threadrippers are a monster. Now, I have a feeling that this is definitely going to require a bit of over liquid cooling, especially in the CPU, the graphics card side. Now, I'm not too sure. If we go Radeon, Radeon, yeah, so the Radeon Vega 6.4, which is the graphics cards we're going to be using, I think it's the 6.4 we're going to be using, they have liquid cooling plates. I think it's the Vega 56 we're using. It's the Vega 64. Okay, so it's all Vega 64, but it's depending on which one we use. That's perfectly fine. So the Radeon 64 is the graphics card we're going to be using, and from what I can see, along with the CPU that we're going to be using, it definitely needs liquid cooling. Absolutely. So this is going to take a little bit more time, which is why I took the liberty of installing the power supply and the storage drives, as well as a motherboard, as well as looking out for what different parts we're going to need, just as a bit of like a heads up. So we know, so I'm not just wasting any more time than necessary. So that's just like an M.2 bay. We're not going to faff out with that today. So as you can see, what we've got here is we've got Deep Cool Matrix. I think it's meant to be Matrix, but I don't know. For 50 quid. It's a bit of like a cheapy old case, but if it works for our purposes and it doesn't blow the PC up, I'm not particularly bothered. We've got the motherboard is the ASUS ROG ZENITH Extreme, which is the one for the Threadripper. That's 470 quid. The EVGA Supernova is the 150 watt. I think it's 150. What's this one? How much does our power supply cost? 450. Right. So this is actually a less powerful PSU. So what I'm actually going to do, I didn't realize this. Let's just go in power supplies. What's the most, powerful one we can find? Because I have a feeling we're going to need it for this build. Because I have a feeling it's going to actually just blow up in our faces somehow. I need one. This is the, yeah, that's that 1050 watt one that we had just a second ago. I want to find the one that's in the other build. Unless it doesn't fit in this one, maybe not. Let's just go. Let's go this one. This is 850 watts, but this looks a lot better. So I'll stick that one in. It's not very expensive, but that doesn't matter. It's probably because it's a smaller case. That case is a lot bigger, and it's much more of a bigger power supply. That power supply will not fit in this one. This case is only tiny. If necessary, I'll just change up the case and we'll put a bigger power supply in, but I don't think it's necessary. So what we've got here is we've got CPU. So this is the Threadripper. Now this is the one that I thought we were going to use, but considering we're going to be using the biggest one that we could find and comparing it with the 7980 XE i9 in the other PC, I thought, well, let's have a scale around, because this is the one that's equal to the 7980 XE, and then we got the 12-core 1920X and the 1900X and all this, and then I scroll down and I see the Threadripper 2990WX, which is 32 cores, and I was like, right, This is gonna be fun. I looked at that CPU and I thought 32 cores, 4.2 gigahertz. 4.2 gigahertz. I was like, right, this is gonna be interesting. So this is the CPU that we're going to be using. Now I'm not sure how thermal paste works on this. Let's just go. I think just stick it on. Just need a bit more than normal. Custom water quality CPU blocks. Right. So this actually makes a bit more sense because we need actually properly like big CPU block for a big CPU. So we'll do the graphics card, the memory first, and we're going to do exactly what we did last time. I'm not sure if we need to take these bomb bits off. I don't know. Open memory clip. Excuse me. That's closed. That's open. Open. Excuse me. So if we go parts, we need. So what are the things? Yeah, that's fine. Memory. So we go 16 gigs. We use the exact same the G-Skill Trident memory. I'm not going to bother with like making it look pretty. I just want it. I just want enough. Just want all of the memory in. Now, in the description, I'm not sure whether I actually could remember. I'm going to put it in the description of the last video, but I probably will, of how much. Oh, look at that. You know, considering we made a little pattern now, I'll do it with this one as well. So let's go white one, not in there, in there. Nice. Right, and then the rest can be black, just because I actually made that pattern without even thinking about it. Over this way, come on, this way, there we go. So what I'm going to do is, I've probably put the specifications of that PC into the description of the last video. But because I'm not very good at doing this, but I'll put the specifications of this, but I'll try my best to put links to where the where you can buy the parts from. The only problem with this one especially is the Threadrippers. They're more like server-based CPUs. So I'm not even sure if like they're actually manufacturally able to be bought. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take all these out, just so I know that I've got the space. So graphics cards. So we want the Radeon. What do we want? We want an RGB one, obviously. RGB 64. How many of these can we actually stick in? This is going to be interesting. Okay, so we can only stick 2 in. That's fine. Can we stick any more in? Can't fit. No, I can't fit any more in. So that's fine. So what else? What other parts have we got? We got storage, we got graphics cards, we got memory, motherboard, CPU, cooling. Yeah. I think that's it now. Just got to cable it up. So we'll cable it all up. See how this goes. Now I'm expecting this to be a lot better than the. I'm expecting this to be a lot better than the Intel build that we've bought. That we put together. Only because the parts are a lot more better. Now, what I'm going to do... Actually, have I not got enough space for my... Oh. I can't actually plug in the SSD. There aren't enough, like, slots for it. Yeah, it's going to be a pain. Okay, right. What we'll do then instead... What we'll do instead then is we shall take out... Oh, no. Take out the SSD, stick that back in. We'll cable this one back up. There we go. So take out the SSD, and it would just be a hard disk, just because we've literally filled up all the ports in our power supply. So what we need is a reservoir. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look on the internet once I finish doing this video. If the CPU, the Threadripper that we're using at the moment, is commercially available to buy, I will leave it as it is and put a link to how you can buy it. If it's not commercially available to buy, what I will then do is I will do another video of the best commercially available CPU for AMD, and then do another video and seeing how that goes up against the Intel build, because there's no point in me doing this there's no point in me doing this and only this if you can't buy the CPUs that I'm going to use, which I was sort of concerned about when I was putting it together, because I was looking at someone in college, and the Threadrippers are commercially for businesses, for big servers, and considering it's 32 core, that actually makes a lot of sense. But if it isn't commercially available for people to buy off of the internet for their own PC builds, then there's no point in me just leaving it as it is like this, because I'm not going to be able to put it together effectively. Can I just fit this one in? No, I can't. Right, I'm just going to have to go back to use the 2 fans. That's fine. It's not a problem. Do I have to actually take this front panel off? I have to uncable it. Take this front panel off. The 3 fans fit there now, actually. No, that thing is in the way. It's fine. Stick two in there. Nice. Right, now can we cable this up? Stick that up there. And stick that in there. We're missing a cable somehow. Actually, can I stick one up there? Would that be a bit of a better bet? Let's take all that off. We'll just can we stick a 3 radiator up in here? No? Okay. What cable are we missing? We're not missing any cables, are we? No? What have we marked up on? Stay this reservoir out a minute. There we go. Cable. Oh no, it's the front panel. Put the front panel back on. Front panel. Stick that back on. Cable. There we go. That's the cable we're missing. That's fine. Right. Can we now stick... If we go into the water cooling, can we stick a 2 fan up in the top? This is going to be interesting, because I haven't... There's no... Let's move this cable. Now can we stick that radiator up there? No, I need a bigger case. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this PC away. I'm going to get a bigger case. I'm going to get a much bigger case. And I'm going to put it back together. And we'll be back once I've finished. Just so I can... Because I'm not going to be able to water cool it properly without radiators. So, I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, we're back, and I've basically just rebuilt the entire PC. I've basically used the same case as this one, which is the GamerStorm NEW ARK 90, and just stuck all the different bits and bobs in. I've stuck the radiator back in, and I've stuck the reservoir in, and just cabled it all up. So all we need to do now is just to pipe it all up. So how we want to do it. Now, from what I can remember in my last video, you just basically want to make it in just one big loop. Hence the term water cooling loop. Now, from what I can remember of what I was told about water cooling in the last video, when I was introducing water cooling into PC Building Simulator, you don't need it to just be like a total loop. You can just do it like this, and this should be... No, with a flexible pipe. Yeah, I didn't think so. Undo. Undo. Back. There we go. I think what I need to do in this particular instant is just piping. I need to do it like that. That go up like that, and have that go down there like that. No room for flexible pipe. Can I just accept that now? Water cooling is a pain in the bum. Don't ever water cool loop your PC. It's a pain. There you go. I think that's... Is that it? That's it. And I don't need that there. Yeah? Is that all good? Empty loop. Right, that's fine. I'm just going to stick just a random colour in. What colour can we find? What we got here? Yellow. Fuck it. Bugger it. Right, that's... Right. Wait for it to... push on through, and then we will just benchmark it and see how far we get. Right. I can't imagine how much power this actually takes. This is a 1600 watt power supply. Same as this one, actually. I've actually managed to get a 600... Oh, God, that looks ugly. God, I don't like that colour. That's really annoying. with red as well, that's even more of a pain. You know what? No, I'm not having that. I don't know. I'm not having that. That's disgusting. Coolant. Let's go for red coolant again. Red opaque coolant. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm not having that. That was disgusting. That was disgraceful. That's what that was. Right. And considering it's red fans as well, I'll just leave it as just being red. I think that'll go rather well. How's it? 7,615. How much does this one cost? 8,105. So actually, this one costs more than the AMD, considering we've got like a 24 core Threadripper in there. That's actually quite interesting. Let's see how much. I know AMD products are cheaper. I would have guessed. How's it? What have we got? Oh, hang on a minute. Clock watchdog timeout. What's this? Is it because I haven't got? Is it because I didn't put thermal paste on the CPU? It might be. Let's just take. Let's empty that. Let's take that one out and that one out. I'm not sure. Did I put thermal paste on the CPU? I don't think I did. I should know better, especially considering I'm dealing with things like a Threadripper. I really should know better. Piping. So that would go in that one, and that one should go in that one. Empty loop. Coolant, red coolant as always, just because it makes it look nice. Let's go the UV coolant. Right, yeah, so looking at this, like, how much does a graphics card cost? I can't find out where the graphics card is. So we got basically 2,200 quid for the 2 graphics cards. How much did these 2 graphics cards? They're still that good. There we go. How much do these 2 graphics cards cost? The Radeons. So the graphics cards are actually cheaper. Ah, there we go. Because they didn't put thermal paste on the CPU on the very Threadripper. Whew. Yeah, that could have gone bad. Right, restart now. There we go. Please boot up. Please. I beg. I beg of you, please boot up. Oh dear, right. Let's go. How much does that Threadripper cost? 1,100. How much does that i9 cost? 1,200. So actually, they're on relatively the same price point for better specifications. Because I always knew AMD were very much cheaper on their price points. I'm bearing in mind those. I think this is 11. This is an 11 gig graphics card. Have I got my? I got a USB in there. Install USB. In you go. There we go. What we got here? System info. Let's just install that a minute. While that's going, like, what frame rate are we on here? Yeah, that's fine. Let's just restart. Let's just see what system we've got and what specifications we've got. Because I think it's an 11 gig graphics card. I think. System info. What we got? We've got graphics card. Just expand this a minute. Yeah, so we've got 2 11 gig graphics cards. And for the same price for like how much did the graphics cards cost? I think it was like £1,000 each, I think. Yeah, 1,130, and then the Radeons, which are 960. So it's cheaper because there's less memory in it, but not by a lot of significance, which I think is quite interesting. I mean, the i9, what have we got here? We've got 18 cores, 4.2 megahertz for what, like 1,200 quid, is it? I think 1,200 quid. Oh. Okay, so the Threadripper, that Threadripper actually doesn't perform very well, actually. Okay, right. So what I'll do actually then, let's just empty this reservoir out a minute. I was expecting it to be like at least 10,000. Can I? Right, let's remove this Threadripper a minute. And let's stick in what would be like more of like a commercially able graphics card, CPU, sorry. We're going with this, let's go 16 core one a minute. Stick that on there. Stick our CPU block. There we go, like that. Let's pipe that up. That's actually very surprising. Maybe it's because I wasn't using the correct like type of CPU, maybe. I'm not too sure. Let's go pink flex coolant, just because why not? But yeah, no, considering like that's a lot, that would be like more expensive. I'm not sure how that would work now. Which one's actually better and more worth the money considering the benchmark that I just got out of it. That's actually very interesting. You can tell how the water cooling actually works a lot better because the temperatures stay below like 40 degrees. Which is actually pretty good. For temperature wise. Right, is that all done? Okay, power on. Yep, right, well let's benchmark it again and see how much. Maybe it's just a Threadripper thing. Maybe Threadrippers are not very good performance wise. That's actually quite interesting. Because what are the AMD, if I go into my inventory, what are the CPUs have we got? Ryzen. That's for CPU cooling. CPUs and processors. AMD. So we've got that Threadripper there. What's the highest like Ryzen? We've got Ryzen 7. We've got Ryzen 7 8 core there. That's a Ryzen 7 8 core. With a bit of a better frequency. That's an AM4 thing. Threadripper. Be interesting to see like how the Ryzen 7 actually works in conjunction. I think that'd be quite interesting. I'm not going to do it in this video because this video's already gone on for long enough with me having to restart everything. That'll be interesting. What I might do another video and just doing a Ryzen 7 build, both with like liquid cooled Radeon 64s, and just seeing how different the performance and benchmarking is, because maybe the Ryzen 7 is the exact same performance wise as the i9s. Because apparently the Ryzen 5s, I was looking at some tech videos because I like to do that in my spare time because I'm just a nerd in that way. Oh, hang on. 12,054. That's a bit better. That's a bit better for the Threadripper. So maybe that overcored Threadripper is a little bit too much, maybe. Maybe too many cores is not right. But what I'm going to do, because apparently from what I've got, from what I've heard about, like, on the internet, the Threadrippers, no, not Threadrippers, the Intel Core i7 range is the same product standard as the Ryzen 5s, and so in that logic, the Ryzen 7s are the same product, like, specification as the i9s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video at some point, not in recent days. It might be like next week or whenever this video goes out, I don't know. Just to see which if this Ryzen 7 gives us a better benchmarking score. Just to see, because I think it'd be quite interesting. Just to see how well the Ryzen 7 actually performs against the Threadripper. I'm not going to do it now because I need to change the entire motherboard out, and that's just too much effort. But we shall see. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So that, after saying all that, that's about all we have time for in this Let's Play video right here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content, and I shall see you all later. Bye.